Hey crafty cuties, welcome back to another 10 List Tuesday. If you are new, I try and make these videos once a month where I will show you 10 of something, and today we are going to go over 10 different back to school ideas, mostly DIYs, and I'm excited, so we are just going to hop right in. A lot of these ideas are from Pinterest and I'm kind of testing them out. Some of them are from Instagram or other YouTube videos. The first thing we are making is this Deco Clipboard. It's extremely easy. You just need to cut out some patterned paper, and I like to use Mod Podge. You can also use a white liquid glue. It's really up to you. I like using the Mod Podge because when you put the glue on top of the paper, it gives kind of a nice sheen and some protection. So I do add a layer on top. And there you go. I like to let mine dry overnight, and I also added some ribbon to the very top just to give it some spunk. And this would be really cute to add some magnets to the back of and add it in your locker. So the next thing is my favorite. These are some DIY pencil pouches. Now I'm going to show you two different ways to make these. The very first is with a sewing machine. I have a piece of fabric here. Measures 12 inches by 12 inches, and I am going to go ahead and fold that in half. My zipper is about 10 inches, I believe, and I kind of measured my fabric to the size of the zipper that I had. So I am going to go ahead and pin the zipper at the very top here at the fabric, so you can see the very top of the zipper is flush with the top of the fabric, if that makes sense. You can kind of see that here, and we are going to go ahead and sew that on. This was the very first time that I have actually used my sewing machine for sewing an actual project, and I was definitely not perfect. I had no clue how to sew a zipper on, you guys, but it's okay, it turned out fine, and with some practice, I cannot wait to see what else I can sew. And you could totally hand sew this if you don't have a sewing machine. Hand sewing is not hard. If you guys want to see some hand sewing tutorials in the future, let me know. Either way, there are many options on how you can sew or put together a pencil pouch. So now I went ahead and I folded the fabric over so that it's inside out. And now the other top of the fabric is flush with the other side of the zipper. That might be a little confusing, just bear with me and you can see a closer up photo when I am making the next pencil pouch. So I am just sewing this on just like I did the other side. And I went pretty slow because, like I said, it was my first time sewing. I just want to make sure nothing was getting tangled up or anything like that. So once we are to the end of the second side of the zipper, now all we need to do is sew up both sides. So I just sewed all the way down on that side, and I sewed so that it was very close to the end of the zipper. And then I did the same thing to the other side. So if you were hand stitching here, you would just do a single stitch down right where I am sewing, just at the very end of the zipper. I'm sorry guys, I'm having a terrible time explaining this to you. So then, once you have both sides stitched, you can go ahead and turn your pencil pouch inside out. This was so satisfying to see that it looked like a pencil pouch, you guys. I was super proud. It was much easier than I thought, and I can't wait to do it again. But if you don't want to try hand sewing or using a sewing machine, you can use a hot glue gun. I'm going to basically do the same exact thing that I did, but with using hot glue. So I have my zipper upside down, if you can see. That's so that there's kind of a clean line along the top of the fabric. So then I'm going to turn that around and I'm going to hot glue the other side, and this is where I was telling you to bear with me because you can kind of get a better idea of what it looks like when I am folding this fabric over so that it's inside out. And I'm just doing little bits at a time with the hot glue gun because I want to make sure that everything sticks really, really well. And then just exactly where we sewed down the two sides, you can just take your hot glue gun and just glue down those two sides. And honestly, you guys, this one looks just as good as the hand sewn version. I don't know for sure if it's going to hold up as well. I would be really excited to see, and hopefully whoever the giveaway winner is, whoever wins these 2 pencil pouches, can maybe let us know. So now I'm just folding this inside out, and now it is the right way, and I just love it. I really hope you guys will give this a try. There are so many different cute patterns of fabric at the fabric store, and they are relatively inexpensive. The next project is one of my other favorites, and it is DIY Post-it sticky notes. These do really stick, and you can choose whatever type of pattern paper you would like. I started out with about 8 sheets of 2x3 sized papers. You do need to use this Craft Bond repositionable glue stick. I am sure there's other repositionable glues out there, but this is the only one I've tested, so this is the only one that I am going to recommend to you guys. So just go ahead and cut out your pages, and you could probably do as many as you wanted, but since this was the first time I was doing it, I just went ahead and kept it kind of low. And you are going to just glue a little strip at the very top of each page. You want to let this sit for 60 seconds before you start adhering the pages together. And that's what the directions say on the glue, and that's how it is going to end up being repositionable. So I took a little binder clip when I was all done. They were sticking together, but I just wanted to make sure they stuck together well. I then took this same idea and made some page flags just to show you that there are all kinds of ideas you can make. I made a little carrier for the Post-its and page flags by just taking a piece of paper and kind of folding it over and cutting a triangular shape at the top. I think this would be a super cute idea to match to your school supplies or any themes that you like, or maybe even some holidays. Next up is some Deco Notebooks. This is one that I have wanted to try off Pinterest for a while. So I am starting out with a notebook that I already covered with some pattern paper that I love, and I'm taking a stamp pad so that I can ink up the edges, which is going to give this kind of a distressed look. I am just finishing it off with some washi tape on the bind to add some color. The next one is so much fun. It's a fringed deco notebook, and I'm starting out with a page that fits my notebook, and then I cut it into strips. You can do these any size that you would like. And then I'm just going to cut little slits in the paper all the way across on all of those strips just to add the fringe. This is really simple, and I think it gives a really cute textured look. This would probably work best for notebooks that are inside of a binder because they probably would get messed up, but I think it's totally worth the cuteness. Next up is a dry erase frame. This is another simple one that I have seen on Pinterest. You're just going to take a frame. I got this one at the Dollar Tree. Add in some really cute decorative paper. Now I am just adding some alphabet stickers that spell out notes, and you could write whatever you want, and then you have yourself a dry erase board. I am going to add magnet strips on the back, of course, so that this can be hung up in a locker. I don't have a locker, so it's just going to be hung up on my refrigerator. But actually this is going to be entered into the giveaway prizes, so stay tuned for the end so you can see everything that you could win. Next is some washi pens or pencils, whatever you would like. This was one that I've been wanting to try for a long time that I saw on Pinterest as well, and I was not super impressed, but I'm still going to show it to you. That's the point of me making these videos, so that I can try out different things and tell you how they work. So of course, all you just need to do is wrap your washi tape around your pen or pencil. And the thing that I found that I wasn't liking is that when I used this pen to actually write, the washi tape kept lifting off, but they're cute to look at. Now we're going to make some DIY folders for your binders, and these ones have cute heart tabs. You're just going to cut out some decorative paper in the size that matches your binder. You can use your hole punch to add the holes for them to fit in the binder. And then I used a heart paper punch. You could really use any shape that you like, or you could use just regular tabs. And I'm going to add those to the edges of the paper, and then you have some really cute folders. I got this binder at the Dollar Tree and I thought it was super cute. Next is a binder dashboard, and I find that this is a super functional DIY. I'm going to use my laminator to go ahead and laminate a piece of decorative paper that I liked. If you don't have a laminator, you can easily use some contact paper that you can find like at Walmart or Target. And then just like a planner dashboard, you're just going to go ahead and fill up your dashboard with things like sticky notes, and I used a little envelope so that I could put little paper clips in it. I have a little washi tag sampler here in case I wanted to use some washi tape. And now we are going to make a little pencil or supply holder for your locker or refrigerator if you're not actually going back to school like me. You are going to need a piece of paper that measures 11 inches by 8.5 inches, and you can change up the size. It's pretty easy. So then you are going to need a scoreboard, and if you do not have a scoreboard, you can use a ruler and just mark where you need to fold. So we are first of all going to take our piece of paper and put it on the scoreboard on the long side, and we are going to make 2 score marks at 5 inches. And again, if you don't have a scoreboard, just take your ruler and find where 5 inches measures and put a little pencil mark, and that's where you will fold. And then 7 inches. So 5 inches and 7 inches. And then you're going to turn your paper around to the shorter side. And again, we will make 2 score marks at 6.5 inches and at 2 inches. And now you can see that we have our fold marks, so we are going to fold and kind of reinforce these fold marks. So now it's time to go ahead and cut on these smaller score marks that we made. And then go ahead and repeat that to the other side. And now you can see that we will easily have a little box by folding up the sides. Now I'm wanting to make my edges decorative, so I'm going to take some decorative scissors. This is optional. This would be really pretty if you have some paper edge punchers as well. So now it's time to glue the tabs all together. I'm going to add my Tombow Mono liquid glue to the very smallest tabs on each side, and then I'm going to fold up the taller side, which is the back. Now I probably should have done this opposite, and I should have glued the shorter side first and then the taller side so that you don't see the seams on the sides, but I didn't think about that and it turned out alright. I think it's still super pretty. And there you go, you have yourself a little box, and now we just need to add some magnetic strips. And I used some pretty heavy duty magnet because I did want this to be able to hold things like scissors and pins and all the supplies. Now we are going to talk a little bit about planning. This is just going to be a little tip for you and something that worked well when I was in school many years ago. Using a planner is going to be your best friend, you guys. Using a color coding system in your planner can really help organize your different classes, and if you're not in school, this can also help you organize the different parts of your day. If you want to take this one step further, you can also use the same color of sticky notes to add in little reminders and important things that you want. I found this small planner at the Dollar Tree and I thought it was a great size because if you're already having a ton of books and binders, a small planner is going to be your best friend. So I highly recommend using a planner if you are in school, and even furthermore using the color coding system. You can find a lot of ideas on Pinterest for this. And speaking of Pinterest, I wanted to add in one more thing to help you guys organize for school, and that will be having a homework station. Again, Pinterest has a lot of cute ideas, and I am not going back to school, so I don't have an actual homework station, but you can see here I kind of tried to set up a little faux homework station, and I think that would really help you just stay focused and really have everything that you need when you are doing some homework. The Raskog cart that I have from IKEA is highly recommended, and it would be awesome to have like all of your school supplies on one of those in your room. You guys are so awesome that I wanted to do a back to school giveaway. So the prize is going to be just a big box of back to school goodies. A lot of the things you see here will be included, and there will be other things that are not shown here. So it's going to be kind of like a surprise pack of back to school goodness. The rules are simple. They will be listed in the description box, so be sure to read those over. Basically, this is going to be a US giveaway this time, and to enter, please leave a comment down below telling me what your favorite school subject is. If you're not in school, that's okay too. Just tell me what your favorite school subject was, and then if you would like to come back and leave a comment every day for extra points, you may do so. The giveaway is going to end on August 11th, 2016. I will announce the winner August 12th. On my channel here, so be on the lookout for that. I will also send the winner a message, and I think that's all there is, but if I did forget anything, please be sure to read the description box. I hope this video was helpful, and I really hope that you guys will try some of these DIYs. It was super fun, and I cannot wait to make more of those pencil pouches and the post-it notes. Those were definitely my favorite. Tell me what your favorite was, and I will see you in the next video. Love you guys. Bye.